Welcome to Infra Support videos. My name is Karthik. Today we are going to discuss about creating materialized view from ILM. So the agenda for today's meeting is we are going to discuss about the different ways in creating the materialized views, the steps to create the materialized view from ILM, and the advantage of creating materialized view from ILM. So let's assume we already have an application and tables are already imported into that application from the database, and we have created an entity for the table or tables which are already imported into the application version. In order to create the materialized view, we need to launch the Enterprise Data Manager, that is EDM. So we can launch it from the UI, from the option Accelerator, and then Enterprise Data Manager. So this will download a JNLP file with the name run-edm.jnlp. So this is with respect to the version still 6.4.4. So the latest version, that is with 6.5 and 6.5 hotfix one, it will download a zip file where we need to unzip it in order to use the edm.bat file which is present in there. As mentioned earlier, we already have an application and an entity created for the tables which we imported. So the next step is we need to click on view and click on constraints. So in the constraints tab, we need to expand the application which we are going to use to create the materialized view. So after expanding the application, we need to right click on the application to select create virtual view or materialized view. Once we click on that option, this window will be pop up, and here we need to enter the name and the description. So the name for the materialized view, so I'm just providing a name, and we are going to check this option materialized view, and this order, it is going to ask for order, so that is 1 for parent. If you want this materialized view to act as a parent, you can select 1, else you can select 2 to use it as a child materialized view, and click on next. So it will show the schema, so you can select the schema and you can click on next, and here you need to input the columns which are going to be the part of the materialized view. I'm just selecting 2. I'm just going to create 2 columns here with the materialized view. So after providing the column details, you can click on next, and here it will ask you for the SQL. So you need to input the SQL which you want to use it for to create the materialized view. So the query should have create materialized view in the beginning, and then the view name. This is the view name, and after that you need to give the select statement which you want to use. So the table region is already present under the application, so I'm just using that table in order to create the materialized view. So this is the query. So once you click on once you provide the materialized view query, you can click on finish. It will show the materialized view has been created, so you can click on OK. When you click on the materialized view which you have created under the corresponding application, so it will be in this way. So just input the order, you just want it to be 1 or 2, and then save the entity. So you can see the materialized view query here which you have added in the last step before you click on finish, and this is the order which we have which we want it to be a parent or child, and you can see the columns here which you have created. So next step is to run the create materialized view job from the ILM UI. So for this, just navigate to jobs, schedule a job, click on add items, and here you can select the materialized view jobs which you want to execute. So if you search for create, you will get the create materialized views here. Select that one. So these are the values which are needed the destination repository, schema, entity, and the view name. So entity is not a mandatory, and view name is also not mandatory. So you can either select the view which you want to create it. In case if you want to create only one view, then you can select the view here, and entity is actually not needed. So entity is not needed one, so you can ignore that. So but schema and the repository you have to select it. So select it, and then you can click on schedule. Once the job is successful, you can see the table, that is the materialized view, created under the archive folder which you have selected as the target connection from the ILM UI. So you can see that mview1, so which is loaded as mview. So there is another way to create the materialized view, that is the same create materialized view query. Whatever you have added it for the view in the EDM, you can execute the same under SSA SQL or through SQL worksheet, which will still create the same materialized view. So the only difference here is the materialized view which we created from the ILM UI, that is through EDM, will have the permission. So once you added the materialized view to the entity, so then we will assign a role to that entity, and then we'll assign it to the user. So the user will be able to access that materialized view from the ILM. So the advantage of this one is the materialized view which we create directly on IDV using SSA SQL or SQL worksheet, we will not be able to use it with a JReport. That is, when we create a report and run it using the visualization option, this views cannot be used. That is the one which we created it on ILM, because the user does not have the privilege to access the views since it is created directly on IDV. But what the view which we created from ILM using the EDM, we can just assign it to the user, and so that the user will be able to access it. So let's see how we can add that materialized view to the entity. Say if you want to add the materialized view to this entity, so we can just right click and select insert table with 1 equal to 1. You can select the interim table, and after that it will show. You just need to uncheck this show application tables, because this is not basically an application table, this is a view, and I'll uncheck it. Then you need to select the schema, and after that the views will be displayed here. So you can just select whichever view you want, and you can click on finish, so that the view will be added to the entity. So once the view is added to the entity, you need to create a role and add that the corresponding entity to the role, and you need to assign that role to the user. So whichever user is going to execute the visualization report. So once that is done, the visualization report can use the materialized view, and you will be able to access it. Thank you for watching.